Good day, my name is Francesca Feitretrita, and today I am going to talk about informed consent. This is the agenda of my discussion: the introduction, primary goals, definition of informed consent, the informed consent itself, and the summary. Um, Introduction. Informed consent is more than just a form to be signed. It's a fundamental ethical and legal requirements to ensure individuals understand what they are agreeing to. In the following discussion, we are going to know why informed consent is important and why is it needed. Okay. So what is the primary goal of the discussion? Um, The primary goal of this discussion is to have a clear understanding of the information provided, including the purpose, risks, benefits, and alternatives related to the procedure. Um, Now, what is informed consent? Um, Informed consent is a process, not a form, and it should include ongoing interactive communication between the research personnel and potential participants. And before a patient agrees to a medical therapy, explain it to him or her. So that's the meaning of informed consent. Um, in this discussion, I am going to talk about informed consent through needs assessment. So what does this mean? Informed consent through needs assessment refers to a process of obtaining consent from individuals after thoroughly assessing their needs and making sure they fully understand the scope of the services, interventions, or actions that are being proposed. So this is an example of an informed consent document. Um, Since I chose the informed consent through needs assessment, I made an informed consent about surgical procedure. In medical field, what they do is they analyze the patient's health condition and the treatment options. But before anything else, they must need to explain what informed consent is to the patient before discussing about the procedure and all. Like, why is it important? To provide all of the important information so the patient will have a wise and informed decision. Um, as you can see in the document I made, I indicated the patient's name in the upper part of the document, the date of birth, and the procedure. Since this is a surgical procedure, the procedure will be a surgery. In this case, the patient is diagnosed of having an acute appendicitis. The medical professionals will discuss everything starting from the procedure. The patient will be asked to provide consent to remove his appendix, since this will involve surgical procedure because usually it is performed through a small incision in the lower abdomen. And after the procedure, they are going to talk about the risks and benefits of the surgical process so that the patient will be fully aware of what could happen. Um, in this document, the procedure involves surgical removal of the appendix. It is usually performed through a small incision in the lower abdomen to take out the inflamed appendix. After the surgery, the patient is monitored in the recovery room for complications, and post-operative care instructions are provided to ensure a smooth recovery. So, as I said earlier, the medical professionals will discuss about the procedure. I already said about that earlier. And then the benefits. The benefits provides immediate relief from severe abdominal pain and other distressing symptoms associated with the condition. It eliminates the risk future appendicitis episodes, allowing the patients to regain peace of mind. And then the risks. Potential risks include bleeding, infection, and some complication. Some patients may experience bleeding during or after the procedure. There's also a risk of infection at the surgical site within the abdomen. In rare cases, complication may arise weeks or months after the surgery. As I've said, these are important to be discussed so that the patient will be fully aware of what could happen. After discussing about the procedure and the risks and benefits, they must tell the patient about the Privacy Act. I already indicated the confidentiality in the lower part of the document. Um, this is important to be indicated so that the patient will have an assurance that the document must be kept confidential and will shared only with those directly involved with them. It is important that patients will feel secured and respected throughout the process. Um, and then after everything, after the medical professional discussed everything about the informed consent document and why is it needed, um, um, the medical professional must ask the patient if they have a question about the process or anything they have discussed. And if there's no more questions, medical professionals can now explain that by signing the consent, the patient understands very well everything that has been discussed and have read the document information provided. Um, in the last part of the document, I indicated the acknowledgement. Um, please disregard the please disregard the unnecessary words in the document. Um, I forgot to edit it earlier. So this is the acknowledgement where the patient will sign the document. So this the patient's name here in the underlined part, have read the information or it has been read to me. I have had the opportunity to ask questions and any questions that I have asked have been answered to my satisfaction. So here's the parent signature and the date today. So, in summary, informed consent ensures individuals what they are agreeing to and can make autonomous decision about their own health and participation. It is very important because it protects individuals' rights, fosters trust between patient and healthcare provider, and promote ethical standard in medical field. That would be all. Thank you.